Well, Mike Mello here with the Eastern States 200 winner, Matt Sheppard. And Matt, how good does that feel to hear someone say, Eastern States 200 winner, finally?
Yeah, it feels good. I don't know if any race has been more of a thorn in my side than this race has. And, it reminds me a lot of the old Syracuse 200 or Oswego. It's like you got to have a good car, but everything's got to go your way. And, there's so many little circumstances and little things throughout the course of the race. And, thankfully for us, the stars aligned, and finally we're sitting here in victory lane.
There's been 3 cars, the class of the field, pretty much most of the season. You, Stewie, Matt Williamson. All 3 of you are at the end. Now you guys have pretty much rotated your way through these 200s, and, it's incredible. And the battle that was out there between you and Stu.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like we kind of lost touch a little bit, and, obviously Matty was the man to beat in all these long races, and then I feel like it kind of switched to Stewie. Stewie's obviously had an unbelievable year, and I don't know. I don't know if we're there yet, but we're certainly creeping back up into the picture. And, like I said, I went to 3 crown jewels, Oswego, Port Royal, and here, and a first, a second, and a third for this team. That's pretty good. We're definitely taking a step in the right direction. We've had a very, very solid September and October, a lot of first, second, thirds, fourths. Not always, as many firsts or as dominant as maybe Stewie's been or some of the other guys, but, we're right there knocking on the door, and you keep knocking on the door, you'll end up in victory lane once in a while.
How much did becoming a regular down here and running all those races during the season help you with this race? Because traditionally you run Canandaigua on Saturday nights. You don't get a chance to turn laps down here.
It certainly helped. I would say the track tonight was more like last season. I don't know if we saw a track condition really like this weekend all season long during the regular season. So I don't know if that really helped all that much, but it was kind of back to how it was last year. And I don't know. We had some really good race cars all weekend, and this big block car was kind of up and down, and we made a little adjustment to it for the pole dash, and I really didn't like it. And we sat home last night, thought about a few things at the motel room, made a few changes for warm-ups this morning, and the thing was actually god-awful, as bad as it's been all week. So we said we better go the opposite way, and we changed about 7 things on this car before they dropped the green. And, they dropped the green. I got rolling, started 8th. Next thing you know, I was leading the thing. I'm like, wow, we must have done something right here. So I don't know. We definitely made some strides on it. I still think Stewie had a little more grip and speed at times than we did. He can just kind of go wherever the heck he wants, for lack of a better terms. But,
you can say hell on here. It's on the internet.
The bottom line is we keep creeping closer and closer. Same thing last night. He was very good, but, we're making it interesting. At least we're in the picture.
Restarts, man, were key in that race. They were crazy. just crazy. And it looked like cat and mouse games. What goes through your head? You were on the top. You get the lead. And then Stu's like, you know what? I think I'm going to go to the top. And then he took that from you, and they kind of put you back behind him. And fortunately, you were able to sneak by him because he stayed up there too long.
Yeah, it was definitely interesting. It was kind of, latching down on the bottom. But that was typically after a few laps, not so much after a restart. And then, of course, under caution, the moisture would kind of come up on the top. And, it seemed like you could really rip on that top for about a lap or so. And it was kind of a, cat and mouse or, just a leader deal. I kind of rolled around the outside of him, showed him the top a little bit. So then he decided to move up there. And he left me for a little while, but he stayed up there too long, and I was able to get back by. And then I think the turning point was when he decided to take the bottom on the restart again. I was driving back around him, and at that point I pretty much figured out, hey, let's fire on the top of the restart and then get to the bottom as fast as we can. And, that might have been the difference in the race. And like I said, you got to have a good race car, but sometimes shit's just got to go your way, and it did today.
Last thing, man, late in that race, traffic comes back into play, and you got to be thinking, oh, my God, here we go again, because traffic was tough. It was tough to get by those guys. And, of course, you're coming down 5 to go, and there's the lap cars.
Yeah, it really was. And it seemed like, the longer the race went and the more the bottom started rubbering and the more your tires were shot, the harder it was to get by the lap cars. And I don't even know how or why, but I cut the last couple lap cars there, and they were very kind to me. And I think one lap I rolled 2, 3, and 4 right on that maybe Richard Smith's door, and he gave me room, and I don't know how. Well, my car stuck. I don't even know why or how, and clearing him and getting by them 2 cars, and then there was a little bit of a gap again there, and I'm just sitting there going, no caution, no caution, no caution, no caution. Let's ride this to the end, and thankfully there wasn't. We're standing here in victory lane, and it feels damn good.
Congratulations, man.
Thank you.
There he is, ladies and gentlemen, Matt Sheppard, your Eastern States 200 winner for the first time here at the Orange County Fair Speedway.